Let us pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness have appointed the office of leaders and county assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with the abundant favor as the servants whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important trust in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country and of those whose interests you have committed to our charge. Amen. Honorable members, I'd like to request the quorum bell to be rung for the first 5 minutes under our standing order number 32 too. Yes, and the majority whip, I can see you in the house. Please whip all the members who are outside to come in. Order, honorable members. Honorable members, I'd like to request the majority whip to confirm if you have quorum.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, there is enough quorum in the House.
Thank you. Mr. Clerk, could you please take us through the order paper for the day?
Madam Speaker and honorable members, order paper number 330 of Thursday, 7th August 2025 at 2:30 p.m. Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Honorable members, I'd wish to draw your attention to the increasing concerns being raised by members of the public regarding incidents that affect the public safety and security within various parts of the county. This is caused by the growing number of gangs prowling the city estates of Nyamasaria, Nyanlenda, Manyata, parts of Kolua East Ward, Lower Nyakash, amongst others, doing robberies and attacking residents. Honorable members, you are well aware that pursuant to Standing Order number 193, the Sectoral Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs is mandated to consider, inquire into, and report all matters related to the administration of law and justice, including security and governance, as may be referred to it by the County Assembly. While security remains a national function under Part 1 of the 4th Schedule of the Constitution to this Assembly, as the representative arm of the people, we bear the constitutional obligation under Article 183(5) to exercise oversight over all county executive organs, and under Article 118(1)(b), that is to facilitate public participation and address public concerns that intersect with the delivery of services at the local level. It is in this context that the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee has scheduled to undertake a public inquiry into matters affecting public safety and the delivery of security-related services within the county. This process shall be conducted in full recognition of the functional integrity and mandate of national security organs, and shall aim to document the concerns of residents and recommend appropriate channels for their redress, including referral to competent state authorities such as the County Security Committee, the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, that is IPOA, or the Senate Standing Committee on National Security. Honorable member, we are in the process of making a communication to the members. Honorable Deputy Leader of Majority, can you please take your seat? Yeah, honorable members, we are hereby requested to notify the committee of any specific public safety concerns affecting their respective wards. This information will assist the committee in mapping out areas of urgent concern, identifying recurring trends, and ensuring that the voices of our constituents are appropriately recorded and transmitted to relevant authorities for responsive action. Notifications should be submitted in writing to the clerk on or before the 20th of August 2025, clearly indicating, number 1, the nature of the concern, number 2, the affected locations, number 3, any prior engagement with relevant state officers or county departments, and number 4, the impact on local communities. And honorable members, the Assembly must always remain responsive to the needs of the people we serve. Let us be proactive in addressing these concerns while upholding the constitutional principles of cooperative governance under Article 6(2) and 189(1) of the Constitution. And I urge your full cooperation with the committee, and I thank you. Next order, Mr. Clerk.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
Yes, Honorable Seto Chieng of Market Milimani Ward.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, it's pursuant to Standing Order number 41 to B. to seek a statement from the chairperson of the Committee on the Administration of Law, Justice, Good Governance, Constitutional Affairs, and Security regarding the fire disaster that broke out on the 5th of August 2025 at the Kisumu bus park and at Kanyameda. Honorable Speaker, reports are in the public domain which indicate that the fire outbreaks occurred in both the Kanyameda area and at the Kisumu bus park, leading to significant property loss, disruption of livelihood, and panic among residents and traders. The apparent lack of coordinated emergency response and the absence of timely public communications have raised serious concerns about disaster preparedness, public safety mechanisms, and the adequacy of the county disaster response infrastructure. In the view of the above, Madam Speaker, I request that the chairperson tables before this House a statement addressing the following. 1. A preliminary report on the likely causes of the fire outbreaks in both locations and whether foul play or negligence is suspected. 2. Details of any reported injuries, loss of life, and the extent of property damage, including affected households and businesses. 3. An account of the county government response to the incidents, including timeliness and adequacy of fire and rescue services deployed to the affected areas. 4. Information on the immediate support extended to the victims of fire, including medical aid, temporary shelter, and compensation mechanisms, if any. And finally, an elevation of the current state of county disaster preparedness and risk reduction framework, including the status and capacity of local fire stations, fire engines, equipment, and availability of personnel. Madam Speaker, this matter is of great public interest and touches on the core constitutional rights of life, property, and human dignity. It is therefore imperative that this Honorable House receives a thorough, timely statement of the incidents to enable it to exercise its oversight role effectively and reassure the public that such disasters will be addressed with seriousness they deserve. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Honorable Seth Kanga, Member of County Assembly, representing Market Wilmeni Ward. Thank you.
Honorable members, the chair takes cognizance of the fact that the statement that has just been raised by Honorable Seth Kanga was not listed in the order paper. However, the honorable member has the speaker's leave to raise the matter due to its matter of urgency. So I'd like to confirm receipt of this statement, and I'd like to commit this statement to the Committee of Administration of Law, Justice, and Good Governance, and Constitutional Affairs, and I'd like to give them 14 days to bring back a report to the House. Next, order clerk.
Commencement of business. Order number 8, motion, adoption of the report of the liaison committee on the apportionment of committee's annual operating budgets for financial year 2025-2026 by Honorable Nereo Kombo.
Yes, Honorable Nereo Kombo. Go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and honorable members. Madam Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Orders number 194 2B, the Committee of Liaison is mandated to deliberate on and apportion annual operating budgets among committees. The committee held a special sitting on the Monday of 7th July 2024, where it unanimously resolved by the minutes number 16 stroke CAK stroke LC stroke July stroke 2 2025 to retreat to Nairobi from Sunday 27th July to Saturday 2nd of August to interrogate each committee's work plans and further apportion budgets for the committees. Madam Speaker, honorable members, during the retreat, the committee, through presentations by various chairpersons, reviewed and interrogated implementation of their respective committees' previous reports. By examining the 2024-2025 work plans, the committee was able to assess the overall contribution of each committee's work plan towards the realization of the Assembly's mandate, as summarized in the table that is presented in the report. That is, during the year under review, we had 89 papers. We had 29 statements, 8 motions, 6 bills, 2 petitions, 1 policy, and 88 reports. Despite the above progress, honorable members, Madam Speaker, several challenges were identified that hindered the committees from performing at their optimal level. The challenges include: number 1, inadequate financial resources; number 2, low member turnout at committee sittings, which often affected quorum and caused delays in the adoption of reports, resulting in a backlog pending business before committees. Number 3, unresponsiveness from the executive wing of the government to issues raised by the committees. Number 4, and the last one, was unreliable utility vehicles, that is fuel, which hindered the ability of committees, particularly sectoral committees that rely on site visits for activities, to conduct service and effectively carry out field-based activities. Madam Speaker, honorable members, there was also presentation of work plans for the financial year 2025-2026, and each person presented and defended their work plans, and a total budget estimate was submitted across all committees, amounting to 205,204,000. Madam Speaker, honorable members, the committee adopted and used the following criteria in their apportionment. Number 1 was the size of each committee in terms of membership. Number 2, the performance of committees in terms of output, as outlined in Table 3. Number 3 was the number of pending businesses before each committee, as stated in Appendix number 2. Number 4 was the mandate of respective committees. And number 4, any other statutory obligations conferred by the law. Madam Speaker, for this current financial year, that is 25-26, the total budget allocation shareable amongst committees was 80 million. And having considered all budgets and committee work plans, Madam Speaker, the amount was shared as follows among committees. Before we see how it was shared, Madam Speaker, it is necessary to also look at the amounts that were requested by committee members, by the committee chairs. Each chairperson was required to present their work plans, and these initiative was geared towards number one, enhancing transparency in the allocation of resources. And it allowed the liaison committee to understand how each committee intends to use its budget and resources to achieve its goals. Number two, it provided for an opportunity for alignment and discussions. And Mr. Speaker, the proposed budgets are as shown in table 3.2. That is, the liaison committee had requested for 12,500,000. Proposed budget for medical services was 4.5 million. House business had requested for 3,008,000. Public accounts and investments requested 12 million. JILAC had a proposed budget of 7.7 million. Education, training, technical training, innovation and social services had a proposed budget of 7.8. Finance and ICT had a proposed budget of 18 million. Trade, tourism, industry and marketing had a proposed budget of 6.6 million. Implementation had a proposed budget of 7.5. Labor and social welfare had a proposed budget of 3.95 million. Welfare had a proposed budget of 4.5 million. Delegated county legislations had a proposed budget of 9.8 million. Ward development had a proposed budget of 4.1 million. Powers and privileges had a proposed budget of 9.1 million. Procedure and rules had a proposed budget of 6.9. Selection 8.7. Budget and appropriation had a proposed budget of 36 million. Appointment had a proposed budget of 5.8. Agriculture, fisheries, livestock development and irrigation had a proposed budget of 7.17 million. Lands, housing, physical planning and urban development had a proposed budget of 6 million. Infrastructure, energy and public works had a proposed budget of 7.5 million. Water, environment, natural resources and climate change had a proposed budget of 8.5. And lastly, sports, culture, gender and youth affairs had a proposed budget of 7.5, totaling to 205,204,000. And Mr. Speaker, as I said earlier, we could not get the total amount requested by committees, as the amount shareable was only 80 against the 204 that was being requested for. So we came up with a criteria of apportioning the committee working budgets that I've read in the previous page. And having considered all factors, Madam Speaker and honorable members, the committee approved budgets of committees as shown. That is table 4.2. Liaison budget and appropriation committee was allocated 8 million. The liaison committee allocated 11 million. Public accounts and investments committee was allocated 6 million. Medical services, public health and sanitation was allocated 4 million. JILAC was allocated 3 million. Appointments committee was allocated 1 million. Agriculture, fisheries, livestock development and irrigation was allocated 3 million. Lands, housing, physical planning and urban development 3 million. Infrastructure, energy and public works 3 million. Water, environment, natural resources and climate change 3 million. Sports, culture, gender and youth affairs 3 million. Education, technical training, innovation and social services 3 million. Finance and ICT 5 million. Trade, tourism, industry and marketing 3 million. House business 2 million. Implementation 3 million. Labor and social welfare 2.5 million. Welfare and equal opportunities 2 million. Delegated county legislations 2 million. Selection committee 2 million. Ward development committee 2 million. Powers and privileges 2 million. Procedure and rules 2 million. And finally, the speakers panel 1.5. That gives us a total of 80 million, which was the total amount available to be shared among the committees. Madam Speaker, the committee thus made the following recommendations. Number one, all said and done, and upon deliberation and agreement of its members, the committee therefore recommends that, number one, the County Assembly should enhance its budget planning and prioritization and frameworks by adopting a result-based budgeting approach that aligns financial allocations with clearly defined outputs and outcomes. Two, that committees should be empowered to justify their budgetary needs through well-documented annual work plans and performance reports that demonstrate the impact of their activities. Three, that committees and by extension the County Assembly should explore partnerships with development partners, NGOs and other stakeholders to support specific oversight or legislative functions to help augment limited internal resources without compromising the Assembly's independence. Four, that to mitigate low member turnout at committee meetings, a multifaceted strategy should be adopted that includes enforcement of attendance policies, incentives for participants, periodic reporting of attendance records to the House leadership, and linkages performance to leadership roles or external appointments, as these can promote accountability. Number five, that the County Assembly should foster a culture of ownership through continuous capacity building, internal advocacy on critical role of committees in legislative processes to enhance member commitment and improve quorum rates, thereby reducing delays in adoption of reports. Six, that to resolve the persistent and responsiveness from the executive, strengthening intergovernmental relations through regular consultative forums between the legislature and the executive can also help in building mutual respect, trust, and cooperation. Seven, that committees should leverage the Assembly's constitutional oversight powers on Assembly oversight powers, including issuing summons and invoking sanctions where necessary to reinforce compliance and ensure that the executive is held accountable to the issues raised by the committees. 8, that the Assembly should set a clear budgetary allocation for vehicle maintenance and fuel procurement to ensure seamless committee operations. Timely maintenance and accountability for vehicle use should be embedded within the operational protocols to minimize downtime and ensure committees are well facilitated for site visits and field engagements. And finally, that the committees must prioritize transparency and accountability in their budgets management and regular reports on budget expenditure and balances. Before any retreat is scheduled, committees should confirm that there are sufficient funds are available to cover the costs. In conclusion, Madam Speaker and honorable members, it is now a pleasure for me to move on behalf of the members of Liaison Committee that this House adopt this report on the apportionment of committees' annual operating budgets for the financial year 2025-2026 in accordance with the County Assembly's standing orders. And may I call upon Honorable Boyton Ratib. Second.
Yes, Honorable Ratib. Honorable members, now that a motion on adoption of the report of Liaison Committee on the apportionment of committee's annual operating budget for the financial year 2025-2026 has been presented and seconded, I want to propose a question, and I propose that the motion is open for debate.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I call upon the mover to reply.
Okay. Service board. Service. Okay. So Not here. Honorable members, now that a motion on adoption of the report of the Liaison Committee on the apportionment of committee's annual operating budget for the financial year 2025-2026 has been presented, seconded, and debated. Okay, sorry. I come again. Honorable members, now that the motion on adoption of the report of Liaison Committee on its report on the apportionment of committee's annual operating budget for the financial year 2025-2026 has been presented by Honorable Nereo Kombo, who is also the Deputy Speaker, and has been seconded, and the mover has been called to reply. I want to put a question, and I put as many of the opinion that your motion on the adoption of the report sorry, members, order. Order, please. Honorable Nerea, kindly reply.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I can see that the honorable members are very much satisfied with the apportionment, that they have nothing further to add on the report. Madam Speaker, I just want to remind the Honorable House that we only had 80 million to apportion against a request of 204 million for committees to sufficiently carry out their mandates. Madam Speaker, we have advised honorable members and the committee chairs that we as the chairs and members of different committees, Madam Speaker, Madam Commissioner and the Chief Whip are consulting loudly that they are interfering with my reply. Kindly protect me.
Kindly, Madam Commissioner and Chief Whip, consult in low tones.
Thank you. That let us not depend entirely on what has been apportioned by the liaison. Let us go out. We have senior members here, like Honorable Were, Honorable Ojemo, who have partners who can help us carry out our oversight and legislative roles. Madam Speaker, we also have the Chief, I want the attention of the Speaker. Madam Speaker, we also have the Chief, and I quote, the Chief Kawist of the broad-based government, otherwise known as the bread-based chairman, Honorable Seth Aduikanga, who can also help us get some resources from other quarters. You know, he makes 3 calls in a day and his pocket is full. So instead of just sharing it outside there and getting it finished, Madam Speaker, he can also help us undertake our mandates. So, Honorable Chief Whip, next time you also consider our committees when you go out there to, you know, pick some bread from our bread-based friends. Honorable chairs and members, the committee also noticed that until now, there are committees that are still prioritizing benchmarking in their work plans. And we said as a committee that committees need to realign their work plans with their mandates as spelled out in our standing orders, so that your works are aligned and activities aligned to your mandate as committees. So all committees that prioritize benchmarks kindly realign and forward those work plans to the clerk of the liaison committee. Otherwise, Honorable Madam Speaker, it is just wise to remind us that this is our third budget. We are only remaining with one more budget to go. The last one, 2026-2027, 2027-2028 will be executed by the next assembly. So we only have one more budget to go. Kindly make sure that you make full use of this year, because this year will either make or break the reputation or the legacy of this assembly. Next year, most of us will be busy campaigning. You can see some of us, like the Honorable Chief Whip, are already out there. So come next year, most of us will not be here, but please just make sure that our mandates as committee chairs and committee members are not compromised in favor of campaigns outside there. Please perform so that your works can give us a legacy that even if you don't come back, and for some of us who are proceeding to other houses, may look back and say we did it as the third assembly. Otherwise, Honorable Speaker and honorable members, I reply.
Honorable members, now that a motion on adoption of the report of liaison committee on the apportionment of committee's annual operating budget for the financial year 2025-2026 has been presented, seconded, and replied, I want to put a question, and I put that as many of the opinion that the motion on adoption of the report of liaison committee on the apportionment of committee's annual operating budget for the financial year 2025-2026 as presented and deliberated upon be adopted, say aye.
Aye.
As many as the contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. And the motion on adoption of the report of liaison committee on the apportionment of committee's annual operating budget for the financial year 2025-2026 has been adopted today, Thursday, 7th August 2025 at 15:20 hours. I want to direct this report and that of the House debate to the County Assembly Board for action. Next order.
Order number 9, motion adjournment of the County Assembly sittings for the definite matter of urgent county importance, Devolution Conference 2025 until Tuesday 19th August 2025 by leader of majority.
Yes, Honorable Lemumbo Wade, Deputy Leader of Majority.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I rise understanding order number 31, motion on adjournment for matters of county importance. Madam Speaker, aware that the Devolution Conference is a biennial event that brings together stakeholders in the devolution system of government, including county governments, the national government, development partners, civil society, and the private sector to deliberate on progress, challenges, and opportunities in implementing devolution. Aware that the 2025 Devolution Conference is scheduled to take place from 12th to 18th August 2025, with participation by all 47 county governments, including the County Assembly of Kisumu. Madam Speaker, recognizing that the conference provides a platform for county assemblies to engage in policy dialogue, peer learning, knowledge sharing, and capacity building to enhance legislative performance and county oversight functions. Madam Speaker, noting that the effective participation of members and staff of this county assembly in the conference will require a temporary suspension of normal plenary sittings to allow for full attendance and engagement in conference activities. Now, therefore, I wish to pray, Madam Speaker, that this Honorable House, pursuant to starting orders number 25, paragraph 3, resolve to join its plenary sittings from today, the 7th August 2025, and resume on Tuesday, 19th August 2025, to facilitate the participation of members and staff of the County Assembly in the 2025 Devolution Conference. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I therefore call upon Majority Whip Honorable Seth Uchinkanga to second. Thank you.
Yes, Majority Whip Honorable Seth Kanga. Honorable members, a motion on adjournment of the County Assembly sittings for definite matter of urgent county importance, Devolution Conference 2025 until Tuesday, 19th August 2025, has been presented and seconded. I want to propose a question, and I propose that the motion is open for debate. Yes, Commissioner Pamela Awor.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Going by the mood of the House, I call upon the mover to reply.
Honorable members, now that a motion on adjournment of the County Assembly sitting. Sorry, Honorable Bill,
Yes, Madam Speaker.
do you want to debate?
Yeah, I was on my feet.
Or do it? Okay. You will debate, then we'll not call the mover to reply again. Immediately, the mover will reply after you are done. Okay, proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I was on my feet before Madam Commissioner rose. And I'm happy, at least you've seen me. Madam Speaker, we are really happy. And that's why members, be orderly. Madam Speaker, the conference that we'll be going to is going to be very key, because this is a point where, Madam Speaker, protect me from Mheshimiwa Rakwach.
Honorable Rakwach. Order, Honorable Rakwach. Proceed, Honorable Bill.
It is going to be very key, especially for the assemblies in this country. At least we are going to know where devolution has reached at this particular time. Madam Speaker, you realize that devolution... Madam Speaker, protect me from Honorable Whip.
Just proceed, Honorable Bill. Don't listen to them. Just proceed.
Madam Speaker, I'm very happy that we are all going to that function, because really we are going to know the state of our counties, and we are going to share among with other counties, so that we know where they have reached, and we compare notes as counties, so that we really come back and add to our county. Madam Speaker, you see how honorable members are very active when I'm speaking, it is because they are going to get more facts and come with ideas to better this county. So I'm happy, even if you see honorable member chair for implementation really participating in this, I'm hoping that he's going to pick from that, from other chairs, so that when he comes back, we really are going to have a very strong implementation committee and all the other committees. Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I really want to urge members, we go there early so that we come with thank you, Madam Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Mildred Ajumbo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me a chance to also contribute to the motion on the floor of the House of the adjournment of the Assembly so that we can attend the devolution conference. Madam Speaker, the devolution conference begins on the 12th and ends on the 17th. And it's very important that we adjourn so that we attend the conference, make notes, and share our experiences and network during the conference. So I encourage members that as we meet in Homa Bay, please ensure that your fellow member is around, your committee member, especially implementation, so that when we come back, Madam Speaker, we'll be able to implement what we discuss in the conference. Thank you.
The mover reply. The remover.
Yes, Honorable Deputy Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise to respond to the debate. Madam Speaker, I sincerely thank the members who have contributed to the motion as our Kitinda member Bill has expressed himself with a lot of happiness that will go with the devolution. I thank you very much, and I wish you all the best, all the members to be as happy as Bill. Honorable Madam Ajumbo has reminded us, and let us take this very, very seriously, that as committee members, as members, we go there, come up with something, we learn, we take notes, that when we come back here, we can also put into practice. Allow me, Madam Speaker, also to ask our members to fully participate in this evolution. From day one to the last day, I know that our party leader will be given an opportunity either to open or to close. He will be there. Let us show up on the day he's there. And even the president, as usual, will also show up. Above all, Madam Speaker, I request our members to be good ambassadors of the Kisumu County. Let us carry the flag, ipepe mzuri sana, Madam Speaker, so that our county is seen to be what it is. Finally, Madam Speaker, I appeal to members also to conduct themselves very decently. Yes, I believe they should conduct themselves really. Also be very keen on suspected characters that may also be there to derail your activities. Yeah, etc. Michele, and also avoid too much kuyo. Yeah, it will be very good. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rest my case. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
I cannot spot any member on his feet or her feet, and the mover already been already called to reply. Therefore, Deputy Speaker Honorable Nere. Sorry, Deputy Deputy Majority Leader. I'm sorry, members, kindly. Sorry. The movers replied. Okay. Attention, members, kindly order. Honorable members, now that the motion on adjournment of the County Assembly sittings for the definite matter of urgent county importance, Devolution Conference 2025 until Tuesday, 19th August 2025, has been presented, seconded, and debated. I want to put a question, and I put as many of the opinion that the same motion be adopted as presented and deliberated upon. Say aye. As many as the contrary opinion say nay. And the ayes have it. And the motion on adjournment of the County Assembly sittings for definite matter of urgent county importance, Devolution Conference 2025 until Tuesday, 19th August 2025, has been adopted today, Thursday, 7th August 2025, at 15:30 hours. Honorable members, let's be upstanding. And therefore, this House stand adjourned till Tuesday, 19th August 2025 at 2:30 p.m.